going on YouTube? Blade Shadowthorn here, back down with another Wi-Fi battle. This one's against Abdel. I'm calling him Adele. I might have mispronounced his name. I do deeply apologize if you're watching this. I'm very terrible with names. You can take it up with me, because I'm terrible with names. But anyways, looking around my team, the first thing you probably realize is I have a Pikachu. And before you say anything, this is an event Pikachu. I was streaming, and I was like, you know what? He said don't bring legendaries. That was the only speculation for this thing. So don't bring legendaries. So like, you know what? That's fine. That's cool. Don't bring legendaries. I get it. I'll just bring my Mega Lucario. And I'll bring other things that are kind of high tier and lower tier just because, like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't quite realize the tragedy of what he was speaking of when he says don't bring legendaries. Because I don't realize why people say don't bring legendaries, because Suicune versus Mega Lucario. Mega Lucario obviously wins. Like, they're Ubers for a reason. Like, it's cool. Like, if everyone agrees, like, I don't feel they deserve to be Ubers, but I'm just saying they're Ubers for a reason. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So, it's kind of like, you can say don't, like, when you battle me, just, like, no Ubers, so that way I don't bring, like, overpowered, like, Blaziken and stuff like that. But I don't know. But anyways, getting right into the match, let's just get like right started. First thing I noticed was, first thing I noticed when looking at his team preview was that he brought a Smeargle, and I was like, I hate you. Smeargle, death to Smeargle, death to Smeargle. Smeargle is evil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lead off the Pikachu, predicting the Smeargle, because I'm pretty sure all he wants to do is S'more. He wants to s'more me, but it turns out he's cosmic power. So I'm like, oh, that's different. I don't like that. I might actually get, I don't know. So I'm gonna go out into Burning Embers, like thinking, okay, maybe he might have Spore. So I'm gonna do, if he does, I'm a Grass type. I can't get put to sleep, and on top of it, I do have the Will-O-Wisp, so I can cripple this thing. So he's just keep on setting up cosmic powers, and I'm like, I've never seen this before. It's baton passing Smeargle. I've seen baton passing Smeargle before, but I've never seen cosmic power baton pass Smeargle. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This thing's new. This is a threat. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a threat. If it sets up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna burn this thing. I gotta get residual damage on this thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If he baton passes into something like a Garchomp or something like that with all this defense, I don't know if I can handle this thing. I might just get swept like right here, right now. So it just keep on setting up cosmic powers, and I'm like, man, mommy, please help. So I'm gonna go for a Horn Leech, and it does decent damage, like considering it's at like probably like +4 right now. God, I'm not in a pretty good position. I'm scared now. I'm literally like legitimately scared for my life right now. And then I see it has Quick Claw, and I'm like, Quick Claw? That was a questionable item to put like on a Smeargle, but you know, I'm not like, there are chances where it can work, but it's not a reliable item, and I don't like unreliable items. It's very much reliant on the 10% hacks. If you get that 10% hacks, you're good to go. You're golden. It is the best item in the world. But if you don't get that 10% hacks, it's like, oh, okay, I have a useless item. But anyways, my only hope right now is wearing this Smeargle down, because I did thankfully burn it. So I'm just going for Horn Leech. I'm like, it's my only chance. It is my only chance. Like, I'm just waiting for this thing to baton pass out into something, and my death is there. But it turns out he's not baton passing out, and the only moves I've seen is Cosmic Power and Recover. So I'm not entirely sure what this Smeargle wants to do. If it's a baton passing thing, if it's actually a sweeping Smeargle that's just meant here to take hits for days and then just like, I don't know, extreme speed and Swords Dance or something like that. I don't know. I don't pretend to know what baton passing Smeargles, or like for that matter Cosmic Power and Smeargles do, because I don't know. But that is actually a set I might use. I might actually use that Cosmic Power and Smeargle, because if he sets up enough, it could potentially be GG. But anyways, I'm just going for Horn Leech, just like I said before. He gets Quick Claw activated as he goes for Belly Drum, and that was his fatal mistake right there. He went for Belly Drum, and that allows me to put him in range of HP where a Horn Leech would have been able to knock it out. else, we probably would have been standing at this thing for probably around 20 more turns while I'm trying to whittle this thing down until I got a crit with Horn Leech. But anyways, that was a pretty intense first 10 turns. But anyways, he's gonna bring in his Slow King right now. I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp this thing again, get residual damage off. I'm not entirely sure what this thing wants to do per se, because I am a grass type, and Slow King is specially defensive, not physically defensive. And it sets up a Calm Mind, so I'm like, okay, so he's bringing an entire team of setup sweepers. Questionable, but if I don't play carefully, he could sweep me. So I'm gonna go for Horn Leech right now. I just want to see how much damage it'll do, and it does really good chunk of damage. It did like 70%, so I'm pretty pleased with that damage. As now he goes for Surf, so I guess he's not, like, I don't know. That was a questionable play. I guess he didn't have Ice Beam to hit me up with, or like a Psyshock or something like that. But anyways, he's gonna switch out right now, which, you know, that's fine. Preserve the Death Flutter. And he's gonna bring in his Infernape, which I'm like, okay, this Infernape's here. I'm a little scared of this Infernape. A little scared, not gonna lie, because Infernape is a big threat. For those who do not know, Infernape is a big threat. Why did they move this threat down to Yu-Yu? I don't know. But he went for Power Up Punch, I guess predicting a switch. That's my only thought process, was he was predicting me to switch out. Or maybe he didn't know I was Ghost. But either way, he's gonna go for a Flare Blitz now, as I'm just Horn Leech. I'm getting prior damage off on this Infernape. It's all I can do. I actually considered right here setting up another substitute and trying to like Flare Blitz stall him, recoil a bit, but overall, I do actually set up another substitute. I actually did that. Okay, never mind. Instead of thinking, I did it, and yeah, so I set up another substitute just to rack up a bit more recoil on this Infernape, just because I don't want it to hang around at a good range of HP. And then right here, I'm gonna go for the rest, just to pop my Chesto Berry, or Lumberry is actually what I have. Get up to full HP so then I can bail out and then be at a full healthy range of HP. And my Harvest does activate, thankfully, so I do have my Chesto Berry, or not even my Lumberry ready for action if I ever need it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go out to my Pikachu. And yeah, this Pikachu is just going to be like chilling here, taking hits, basically racking up recoil, because this is a 2IV hasty, non-EV trained Pikachu. I just brought it for one reason and one reason only, and that's because I was in a stream. And as you can see right here, thankfully I get the Para Hacks, which allows me to use the move Celebrate Good Times, come on. So yeah, I used it was an event, like it's like a birthday Pikachu or something like that you get, and it celebrates, and that's it. It just used celebration. But I just thought it was kind of funny, and I've never used it in a Wi-Fi battle before, so I was like, you know what? Why not now? Why not now? You know, why not? But anyways, I'm going to go at my Staraptor. I don't want to lock myself into Brave Bird, so instead I'm going to do the next best thing and go for the nice, powerful stab, double edge. Because, you know, staying-based power, just one's normal, one's flying. Just because he does have this Electivire waiting in the wings, and I didn't want to lock myself into the not very effective Brave Bird. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, and I'm going to actually be able to knock out this Electivire, because Adamant, Reckless, Choice Scarf, Staraptor, you do not play games with this thing. This thing is power. As he now goes out into his Greninja, I guess not realizing I'm Choice Scarfed. But anyways, I don't know what this Greninja wants to do, so I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go out of my Metang. Just want to gauge and see what it wants to do. As it turns out, he does have Ice Beam, so I might have been Scarfed. So that's what I'm checking to see if it's Scarfed or not. I'm just checking to see if it's Scarfed or not. As it then turns out to go for Hydro Pump, so I see it's not Scarfed, so I'm like, okay. It's not Choice. I don't have to worry about this thing, because I can go out into my Staraptor, outspeed. I can do the rest of his team now and just basically win with Staraptor. Staraptor is my win condition. Like, I don't even need, it's not like technically a win condition, but it's just like something there. But it could have been Sashed, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for my Zen Headbutt. Break its Sash, if it is Sash, because I do know some people like to run Sash Greninja. As he is able to knock out my Metang with another Hydro Pump. That's fine, I don't really need my Metang for anything. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bring in Lucario, the nice and powerful Lucario himself, and I'm like, this is why you specifically state, you know, no Ubers or something like that, because, you know, if you say no legendaries, you might as well be bringing, you know, Mega like Gengar or something like that, all these like Blaziken and stuff like that, because I will be bringing high tier threats like Lucario. as I'm able to live the Hydro Pump on 4 HP, or 5 HP actually, so, you know, Lucario's pulling in clutch right there. I love Lucario, like Mega Lucario, it's a pretty cool Pokemon to have, I'm not gonna lie. I like using it. Like, I never used it too much back when it was OU, just because everyone was using it. And then when it reached Ubers, I was like, you know what, fine. Like, now that it's in Ubers, I'm now, like, if I get a chance to use it, I'll use it. But just because I've never used it before, you know? It's sort of like that thing where I like to wait until, like, the hype sort of dies down for a Pokemon before I start using it. But, you know, that's just sort of what I do. But anyways, one thing, though, is I kind of find it's kind of funny. Like, all these Pokemon, like Lucario and Gengar, and besides Mega Kangaskhan, but like Lucario and Blaziken, no one really uses them in Ubers. Like, everyone uses them in OU, but, like, no one uses them in Ubers. So I thought that was kind of weird. But anyways, that's just my speculation. So personally, I think they should drop back down to OU. Like, Kangaskhan can stay up there, and Gengar can stay up there, but other than that, the rest of them can just come down to UU. UU, I meant OU. But anyways, Staraptor's gonna come in here, Choice Scarf, not gonna be able to live this next incoming Brave Bird. Gonna be able to smack that thing with all that. Get a crit didn't even matter. As that will leave me with the narrow, I don't even know. But anyways, that leaves me with the victory. Let's take a look here. I have the 2-0, because I have my Trevenant left. So hopefully you enjoyed the Wi-Fi battle. If you did, leave a like and a comment, definitely. And I will see you all next upload. Bye.